Erev Shabbat Shalom, Parashat Shmot, starting in Chumash. I want to share with you this week a beautiful idea I heard quite a few years ago from Rav Menachem Copperman from Ra'anana on a famous midrash of Chazal, which would seem weird at a first glance. When the daughter of Paro goes alongside the Ye'or and sees the teiva, sees the teiva with Moshe Rabbeinu in it, and she reaches out her arm and she takes it and saves the boy. But the Torah says, "Vatishlach et amata vatikachea," and Chazal and Rashi brings it, say that her arm extended by miraculously became very, very, very long, and took the teiva from the other side of the O. It means it became very long in a miraculous way. What are Chazal trying to teach us here? What is the significance of such a midrash that just tells us that physically her arm just became longer, and instead of being a meter long, became, 5 or 10 meters long? And what Rav Katzin says is a very interesting idea. He says that Chazal are trying to teach us that it's not the physical distance between Bat Paro and Moshe Rabbeinu and the little baby there that's crying. It's the mental distance that she had to overcome, the effort she had to put into actually saving that boy. She grew up in a home of people who hated the Jews, of Paro, who was doing terrible things to the Jews in that generation. That's the house she grew up in. Think of the distance she had to cross. What mental barriers she had to overcome in order to save that Jewish child. And that is what Chazal tried to express to us. Her arm reached out. It's reaching out in a much broader way, to reach out to someone who's not like us, who's different than us, and to have compassion on him. That is what Chazal are trying to teach us here. That is what Bat Paro did. And those are the morals that Moshe Rabbeinu grew up with his adopting mother, Bat Paro. And even though he grew up in the palace of Paro, when he went out and he saw his brothers suffering, he cared for them and he helped them. And I think this is a very, very important message, especially in this week. And we've seen terrible things happen across the sea in the United States the past few days. And being able to reach out to people who are different than us, to think positively about people who are different than us, and to have compassion on people, even if they're very different than us, that is a very, very more important message we have to internalize and Hashem take with us from this action of Bat Paro. May we all have a Shabbat Shalom and a great start of Chumash Shmot.